Hi everyone, welcome back. Guys, as part of our real-time microservices development e-commerce project, okay, we are extended with another microservice and another database as well. Let me discuss in detail in today's session, guys. Okay, as part of the e-commerce project, now imagine this is the whole application architecture. Okay, as part of this architecture, the entry point for this application is the API gateway. In the gateway layer is kind of a mediator between the client and a backend microservices here. So to provide more security, to secure our services, we created another wrapper is kind of a proxy client here. From proxy client, we can make our API calls like a user microservice. From proxy client, a payment, order, shipping, product, favorite. Okay, all the microservices is a front end facing is a proxy client here. From proxy client, we will make an API calls. First, you need to authenticate the user. Right, where is the authentication logic means like a user information is available in user database, that is part of user microservice here. Okay, and here it will, when you hit a request, it will in the proxy client I will do validation by making user microservice call. JWT authentication we are making here. Like without authentication you cannot access these microservices at all. Why? Because that control I'm keeping the logic into proxy client here. So in proxy client we have a number of services we are making, like a user service, a payment service, a product, a shipping, product of a favorite microservice here. From when you are making an API call, like a payment microservice communicate to payment database, order microservice will communicate to order database, shipping service will make to shipping database, and a product has every microservice for own database instance we will be maintaining here. Right, so imagine if you are using different instance of MySQL, I want to add another service like a audit service. Like from the input, whenever any order is created, whenever any payment is created, I want to log audit information in audit microservice here, and this audit microservice will communicate to Mongo database. In the Mongo database, completely audit information. If you provide a microservice data, how many orders you received, that data we can able to see in the Mongo database as well. Okay, now in your local environment you will go ahead and use our database instances, but when you convert into a Kubernetes cluster, okay, one database is not sufficient here. Now in Kubernetes world, everything is a dockerizing. We need to convert all microservices 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 microservices means 10 Docker containers we need to convert. And how we can manage the database means for each database we have a concept called PVC, persistent volume claim, to manage your database storage. In Kubernetes world, if your application is pod created and deleted, scaling up, scaling down, when this is happen, database is also will be gone completely. Instead of permanent deletion, what we are doing to make it a permanently data, even though pod is restarted, pod is deleted, if you start again, still your old data should exist. To maintain that information, Kubernetes terminology we are using one concept called storage classes, that is persistent volume claim. Each database one persistent volume claim we are maintaining here. Even for MongoDB database also we are maintaining as a PVC. So this whole application we are adding into a Docker and Kubernetes as well. And this all the services. Now right now for this project only we have a 10. Imagine as a bigger project, you may have a 20 or 30 microservices. to monitoring all the services will be a difficult for us, whether it is working or not. To manage, we are using Prometheus and Grafana, we are integrated in Kubernetes world. In this dashboard, you can verify all services are running or not. Alternatively, Kubernetes dashboard is also providing whether your application is running or not. That Kubernetes dashboard also we can integrate. Overall structure, if you see, all the applications are communicating to Eureka client, Eureka server, Zipkin. Inside here, design patterns will come like a Eureka server, client, circuit breaker, Zipkin to manage the tracing, all the things here. This whole architecture, if you see, this is the Zipkin dashboard where you can able to see how the flow is happening. As of now, audit service you are unable to see here. Updated one, I not yet take a screenshot. This is the high level overview, a dependency graph which microservice is depending on which, everything you can able to see here. So as part of our sessions till now, user microservice completed, product microservice is completed. Just we started the order microservice here. Still, if you are interested to enroll in this course, yes, you can visit our website javaexpressacademy.com. Just go to the courses tab. Here you have an option called Microservices Zero to Hero e-commerce project. You need to purchase the course from here. When you click on buy now option, it will ask you name, phone number, and email. Once you enroll, you can log in with your Gmail account and you can watch the details. One, two, three, four, six classes, six sessions are completed till now here. Database design available. Once you enroll, you can download the live meeting details as well, and you have a course index. You can watch one, two, three. Already we have three videos are available in our YouTube. You can go ahead and watch it here. The link I will be share you in the description box as well. If you have any questions, yes, it is not only specific to guys. Future we plan to add few more services as well. It is a extension of this architecture here. This is the how in the real time also e-commerce architecture, how many services we are adding, converting Kubernetes, providing security, lot of things we can extend this particular architecture here. So for this is the overall architecture. Okay, now this price is the first time course launching where it is the price is very worth to everyone. If you think about the price, you will never learn, guys. It's very low cost we are providing for everyone. The price is same. Just you can purchase here immediately. You can access the videos. You can attend live sessions as well. Okay, that is all about the course introduction, or I mean to say this e-commerce project. Alternatively, you don't know, okay, to attend this course you should know Spring Boot and REST API, guys. If you are aware, then this course is eligible to you to understand this architecture. Spring Boot and REST API is the prerequisites for this course. And if you don't know Spring Boot also, then you can choose this course, guys. Spring Boot and microservices. Okay, this is also we are going to discuss another project. This basically in this Spring Boot we are till now 15 sessions are completed. This domain is different. This project make a bank application domain we are going to discuss. This is different and this course is different. You want to become a full stack developer, UI, see here, React UI developer, full stack videos are available. Even for this architecture, parallelly we are going to write a React as well to integration purpose. We will not discuss on the React in the sessions. It's kind of integration to understand. This is about the React sessions are available. HTML, CSS, Bootstrap, JavaScript, React JS live sessions, I mean to say React classes, Node.js and Express.js as well. Okay, all the courses are available in this website. Once you enrolled, automatically will get a notification. Now we will reach out to you. You can join Telegram group and you can attend live sessions, all the things you have. Any queries anytime, just we have an option called contact information. Just reach out to in WhatsApp this contact number, guys. If you have any questions, let us know. we are happy to help you. Okay, so this is the one I'm concluding. So that's all today's session. Thank you guys.